Have you ever felt challenged in your music journey? You just feel like giving up? I want to introduce you to Karl Jackson, who has a very inspiring story, inspiring message, and great music to share with you. Karl has adapted ukulele playing to his own needs. Let's welcome Karl Jackson. Karl, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me today. I'm out of Constantine, Michigan. It's a little village south of Kalamazoo, about an hour.
Well, Karl, I met you through the comment sections on my YouTube videos. And when I clicked on your channel, I was really impressed with what you're doing. You're playing the ukulele with one hand entirely and adapting it for your own needs. I was wondering if you could just share a bit about your journey in music, where you started, how you ended up on the ukulele.
Yeah, originally when I was about 9, I started playing clarinet. Um, by the time I was 10, it expanded out to saxophone as well. Then at the age of 12, I was hit by a car and closed head injury and stroke and coma, all kinds of fun stuff. Caused a palsy of the left hand side of my body. Pretty much stopped my music career for a while. Worked up to playing the harmonica after losing the use of the left. It kept the music alive while I couldn't play the clarinet or saxophone. Every time I asked about learning to play a stringed instrument, everyone would say it would be impossible to teach me how to do one-handed. Having learned how to do it one-handed without a lesson plan, it would have been impossible to teach me, so I don't hold it against anyone.
Well, Karl, what drew you to the ukulele in particular?
About 4 years ago, my youngest daughter said she wanted to learn the ukulele. So we went to Guitar Center and got her a cheap, what is it, the Martins they have for like $20 there, and got her started. And we would just sit and watch YouTube videos together and try to figure out how to do this. And it was something I realized that if I laid the ukulele on my lap flat like a dulcimer looking up, I could fret with a finger and pick with my pinky. It gave me the view of the fretboard where I could just look down and see what I was doing. I did that for probably the better part of about 2 years, and then stepped up to playing with the ukulele turned upright on my lap, resting on it. Um, and then finally, when I got a hold of Coca-Cola ukuleles, they helped place the strap peg, and that was with the help of a lady named Deb Guarneiri. Works with a she actually reached out to me recently. She works with developing splints and stuff for people with no hands to play.
Mm-hmm.
And she said I needed to start sharing more of what I do openly. So,
Yeah, Deb's fantastic. I've met Deb a couple times in person, and yeah, she's a really sweet person and is doing a lot to make ukulele accessible to everybody.
mhm.
That's really inspiring, Karl, how you adapted your technique, and you've been uploading a lot of videos. Let's take a moment to tell everybody about your channel because I would love for everybody to check out some of Karl's videos. I will put a link in the video description below. But what's the name of your channel?
Yeah, I am the one hand strum man. And it was actually started as kind of a joke because someone said, well, what's your musician name? I was, I'm one hand strum man. It just sounded like one handsome man. And I said it jokingly and it stuck.
Can you just, I'd love to hear you play a bit, but I was wondering if you could just show us a bit about how your instrument was customized. It looks like you're playing one of those Coca-Cola ukuleles.
Yep, this is a Coca-Cola brand ukulele. It was custom made by a luthier. And when working with Deb, we were coming up with ideas on how to make it easier for me to play with the strap.
Mm-hmm.
And we shared the idea. It was shared that if we placed a strap peg just behind the third fret, it would allow me to use my thumb for leverage to help stabilize the ukulele when I play. Because I was having a lot of rocking back and forth using just a J hook or body pick.
Have you had this Coca-Cola uke for a while?
This is still kind of new for me. I think, what was it, May I got it? So I've only been playing strapped up this way for a few months, really.
Well, Karl, I would love to hear you play a bit. Is there a tune you want to share with us?
Well, actually, there's one where you finally reached out to me in my comments on YouTube was the Goodnight Ladies. And I told you I was working on the jazzier version of that. Let me see if I can manage a bit.
Very nice, man. Very nice. Nailed it.
I hadn't recorded that one yet. I wanted to save it for this interview. So,
Okay. Cool. Super cool. For those of you who are maybe new to the channel or just seeing this for the first time, this channel, Ukulele Zen, I have a lot of lessons available, and Karl learned the most difficult version that I offered in that video. That was so cool. I love the way you played the sixes. Looks like you're. I don't even know if I can do this. So you're fretting and then strumming with your pinky?
I'm fretting with these three fingers, strumming with my pinky, and I even hit the ghost G with that thumb.
Oh, so you what?
All five of my fingers are working.
Wow. So wait, you kind of hammer on that G there and then pick?
It's like an under.
Oh, I get it, right. This G.
Since I'm already supporting the ukulele with that thumb, I just pull it up over the side and
Bravo, Karl. Bravo. I want to
I.
learn some of your technique. I think
All right,
this would
so
really strengthen the pinky as a
the
strumming finger.
my pinky identifies as a thumb.
Yeah, dig.
Also, this is one of my favorite ones to play is St. James Infirmary.
Very cool, Karl. It was down in old Joe's barroom. I love the way you can play melodies this way. Was that it in D minor? You're playing it in D minor?
I'm playing that one in D minor.
Okay. Yeah. Karl, would you strum the chords again or just jam a bit? I'd love to
Yeah, I'll
pick
lay
a
down
little bit
that
around
rhythm
you.
and you solo along to it. How's that sound?
Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Beautiful. In the Mood. Your In the Mood video was one of the first ones I think I saw.
Putting myself out there was harder than learning to play the instrument itself. So that's been a huge shift from hiding in the background because of my disability to stepping out and saying, I'm going to make music and I'm going to show it to the world regardless. So I had to rethink entirely how it was played because my chord shapes are exactly the same as yours. But when I run a D minor, I'm laying my index pad across the first two and then hooking my middle finger way up there to hit that first fret on the E string.
Karl, for everyone out there who would like to check out your videos, tell us again how to find you on the internet.
Yep, I am the one hand strum man. That's on same for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and I'm on Facebook as well.
Karl, thanks so much for taking the time to hang out with me, to jam and share some of your story. It's really inspiring to see how you've adapted the instrument and you're making such great music with it.
Thank you for having me on today. It's been a real learning experience as I start showcasing what I've figured out. And I'm actually working with 10 different people who either know someone with one hand limitations or have one hand limitations. And I'm walking them through a starter program for playing.
Well, everyone, check the links in the description below. Uh, Check out Karl's videos, give him some thumbs up, give him some love, leave a comment so the YouTube algorithm can pick up Karl's content and spread it around the internet some more. Thanks very much for joining me, Karl. Really appreciate you taking the time.
You're welcome.